Oh, yes, I remember it very, very well. Um, I played the piano as a child, and I took lessons in the East Coast, and it wasn't until I met my husband, and he wanted to buy a banjo, and we went out, we bought a banjo, we brought it home, and he said, I think I need a teacher. And that was our own personal connection to Connor's music. And through my husband taking lessons, I fell in love with the store. I've since bought many a stringed instrument, and being a former pianist, it wasn't exactly the most social instrument. It wasn't the most portable of things. And through my husband having a banjo that was actually portable, and through some of the community connections that we've enjoyed over the years with Connor's music, the ability to share music with others was what I enjoy most, and that's really the lesson that Connor's taught me the most. They can certainly teach you how to play an instrument, but they really do teach you how to be a musician as well, and play with others if that's what you want, and that truly is what I wanted. So that's been my experience with Connor's music, is that it's the social connections. Just do it, honestly, right? There's only one way to find out if you're gonna love it or not. There's no harm in trying, and whether you're wanting to learn to play an instrument, or learn theory, or become the social type of musician, it really doesn't matter what your goals are. The point is maybe to just get started. Oh, everywhere. We've enjoyed growing as musicians. We've joined a band. We formed a band called the Lucky Charms. That wouldn't have happened without Connor's music. So, over the last, I would say, 15 or so years, our band has enjoyed many provinces, many events, many concerts, many shows. Whether we're playing in them or we're spectating them, it's always been quite the pleasure to just continue on. And this is something that Connor's music feeds. They feed these types of musicians, and I can say for myself that that's a huge cornerstone, if you will, of this one. Well, I'll tell a quick story about John Connors and him selling me my first guitar, because I didn't even know how to hold a guitar. And I walked into the store, and I knew I wanted a social instrument. I knew I wanted to buy something that I could bring to a campfire. And I'd not met John before, so I just walked in the store blind, and I said, I'm a lady and I'd like to buy a guitar. And he dropped everything he was doing, and he said, okay, let's figure this out. And maybe it wasn't so silly on the outside, but I felt silly. He sat me on a stool, and he just kept handing me guitar after guitar. And he's like, one of these days, or one of these guitars, it's gonna feel right. And I didn't know what that meant until I held what ultimately was my first guitar, and I bought it on the spot. And it was the right fit, it was the right size, it was the right everything. So for me, it felt weird, but I knew I was in good hands. So that's the silliest I've ever gotten at Connor's music. The social connections. That's what it is for me, That's something that doesn't end, neither does the learning piece. Of course, we receive musical instruction, of course, but we receive a lot more than that. And I know a lot of musicians, we all talk. It's a nice, closely knit community through all the music stores across Canada, but I have come to learn that this experience that I'm having with the store is quite unique.